Hi folks, Dr. Jim Gishwin here, former intelligence analyst, PhD. I'm in the middle, I highly recommend the Harvard extension courses. They're not like going to Harvard in person. Anyway, I've completed quite a few this summer, and I'm getting ready to start teaching high school again. I'm fixing to be interviewed by University of West Florida. Hope I can make that move up. I'm trying to sit there and get a sunroom built from a kit that Home Depot sells. I'm trying to get some of my veteran friends to sit there and help me put this thing together. It takes 3 people. I promised them steaks and beer, plus a lot of money. It'd still save me from getting a contractor building a sunroom back there, using that kit from $3,000 kit from Home Depot. They have some pretty neat ones there, but like I said, I'm old. I can't do it myself. Anyway, on to other things. Hunter Biden just keeps being the gift that keeps on giving. Sitting there for 3 hours throwing F-bombs out, attacking his own party. I can understand defend your father. I did that when I was a kid. All right. But I think he's trying to deflect a little bit because probably him and his mom are using that auto pen. Now, he's been involved in a lot of cabinet meetings and stuff too, so I think he's sitting there trying to deflect. And of course, that's what they're all doing with the Epstein thing. I mean, Trump knew this guy forever, and he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago, okay, for hitting or making an indecent proposition to some underage or very young member's daughter, okay? So, look, if there was anything in the Epstein files, during the Biden administration, that shit would have been out on Trump, okay? It would have been out there, okay? Just knowing him isn't a basis for, false accusation. Clinton went to the island, Lolita Island, 28 times. Trump never did, so that's where that lies. So it's not a distraction from what Tulsi Gabbard and the Attorney General are now doing. And yeah, they got the goods on Obama. They got the emails. They got the actual direction to take legal action. They don't need a special investigator. They don't need a special prosecutor. They can just do it. They got the goods. I don't think they know it. He's always said he wanted to change America. A lot of people out there, a lot of voters didn't understand that Obama wanted to change America into a communist state. He was raised by a communist grandparent. Okay? Come on. Put 2 and 2 together and get 4, not 3. Okay? I mean, let's get serious, folks. He was what he was. He wasn't a communist or extreme socialist, Marxist. And he tried every trick in the book. And of course, he's trying to defend his legacy. Legacy of what? He almost destroyed the black middle class himself. So he didn't do the black race any favors or any good. He had his, and that's all he cared about. Okay, just like many of the other Democrats. They get theirs, and this is all projection, people. And it's so ironic that this Hillary Clinton thing, with the Soviets wanting to sit there and help Hillary Clinton because they had the goods on her about psychiatric meds and stuff like that. She would alternate between periods of joyfulness and periods of hateful anger and whatnot. We all know that's Hillary. They said she was obsessed with seeking more power. That was her own people that said that. Okay, that was her own handlers. we can see how this would lead to a lot of problems. Now, here was the future dictator back in 2016. That was Hillary. Okay, she felt it was owed to her as the former first lady, and for putting up with Bill, and of course, the Clintons and their money. Not a bit of their Clinton Foundation money went to help the people in Haiti when it was needed. Okay. When we sent military ships and hospital ships and everything else to Haiti to help them out. Now here's an example. When I teach the students in cultural geography, you take Haiti and you take the Dominican Republic. Haiti is like North Korea. When these people sat there and got their independence, what they did is they sat there and killed all the whites. They destroyed all the whites' infrastructure, and they had no infrastructure after that. They should have kept it. It's just like when there's riots here in the United States, in downtown, in the center of, heavily dominated black cities. They destroy their own stuff. Grandma can't go to CVS anymore and get her medications because they've burned down the CVS or they've looted it during one of their riots. This is not normal, good behavior, people. This is not a protest. This is pure destructive, wanton destruction. Okay? And that's what the Democrats are known for. They're the ones, the party of the KKK, party of BLM and Antifa, the rioters, Summer of Love, forced Trump and his family into the bunker with after his inauguration with their riots in D.C. People, they have tried everything to defeat this man. They have tried all those, they tried the Russia smear, which is now out in the open, another conspiracy theory, rightist conspiracy theory, proven true. All these conspiracy theories that Democrats were calling conspiracy theories are coming to fruition. And there has to be some sort of accountability. Now, Mama probably ain't going to sit there and go to jail. He'd probably be tried, be what they call an untried co-conspirator or something like that. And I'll probably just get Brennan and Clapper and Comey, the three big ringleaders there, as well as, what's her name? Oh, you remember, she was Secretary of State under Obama, Valerie Jarrett. There you go, Valerie Jarrett and one other, I'm trying to think. But there was a cabal of them. There was a cabal, that's for sure. And, of course, Joe Biden. But you can't try Joe Biden. The Durham report's already said you can't try him. Okay? Just an old man with a lot of problems. Okay? You can probably sit there and try Jill and Hunter on the auto pen thing. I bet you they were quite a bit behind it. And there was more than one. So let's get them, folks. Let's pray that justice happens for once. For once, folks. Is that too much to ask, Lord? Justice? Okay. Anyway, Trump has been a miracle for the United States. They tried to impeach him 3 times, tried to disgrace him, then they tried to sit there and try him and lock him up, then they tried to bankrupt him with that one lawsuit up there, the exorbitant, and that's against the Constitution. It says no excessive fines, bail fines and stuff like that. And then they tried to kill him. I'm sure that someone in the deep state was sitting there pulling strings, sitting there trying to get this man killed twice. And why aren't we hearing more about that? I want to hear more about that. Okay? I want to hear more about the underpinnings of those 2 assassination attempts. I think we'll sit there and uncover a rattler's nest. We sit there and start finding that stuff. You can't make this is a conspiracy theory that you couldn't sit there and write a novel on. You couldn't. No one could have imagined this stuff going on. Okay, I just watched one, a funny one, Heads of State. I'm trying to think. It was Cerna. Cerna was the American guy, and he was an ex-action hero, movie star type, and he becomes president of the United States, and he gets on Air Force One with the British Prime Minister, and they get shot down. And they sit there and make their way to Poland, and then to a NATO thing. And the vice president's trying to sit there and break NATO apart. But anyway, well, I guess someone thought of it. Hey, look, if the Democrats are accusing someone of doing it, it means they're doing it. It's called projection, people. Okay? These people are the sneakiest, nastiest people. They're not Democrats. They are the progressive Marxist left, run by AOC, Bernie Sanders, okay, Liz Cheney, the Republican, ex-Republican. Cheney's just, both Liz and her father hated Trump so much. You see, that's the trouble. They cannot even go back and understand what they did wrong in the election, or what they were doing wrong in the past. They have no introspection. They have no concept of this. All they have is violence, throwing the F-bomb out there, get angrier and get angrier, try and get the people stirred up. That's it. That's no way to run a campaign. So, people, let's just stay with common sense. The Republican Party is the party of common sense. And that is the party of progress. So forget this progressive crap. They're Marxists. Okay? Anyway, folks, I've talked too long already. God bless you all. I'll see you next week. Be good. May God bless you and your family. And remember, I love you, and I remain your very humble servant. Take care, folks.